I've been making videos all day. I've had so many issues with my hostel stay. They've been very hostile. But now I'm wondering if it's the manager. And the reason why, when I first checked in, uh, guy that works here told me he steals. I thought he was just joking. The next thing I know, he comes in the room the next day after he already heard me on the phone talking to my management company about I don't like people in my unit when I'm not there. So he comes in the room and I'm like, sir, could you please knock before you come in a woman's dorm? You're a man. So what would a man just walk in a woman's dorm for? And I read the reviews. Apparently this happens a lot more, like in the locked bathroom as well. And then another staff tells me he lets homeless children in here. And then the staff, they constantly, homeless people just keep coming in here and they're staying here. And they're disrupting the guests, they're disrupting everybody. So I guess my reward for that, good thing I went to the PD station the other night when he did that to make a report. So today, when I wake up and there's men in my room, I go to talk to the manager about what happened. He said he's going to investigate. And I also mentioned to him all the other shit that's been going on. This same employee that I spoke up about comes in here again. And this time I recorded him. Didn't we just have this conversation? What are you doing in here? Is this what you normally do? I've asked you several times to be respectful and to knock before you enter. I could have been getting undressed or anything. I mean, this is a woman's dorm. I am a woman, a real one, and I did specifically pick this room. So he decides to come close to me, and I got him on camera. So why wouldn't I feel threatened? Then tells me to get the hell out of here? How am I supposed to view that? So that must be your manager running his fucking mouth. So I guess I did call NOLA PD because why wouldn't I feel threatened at that point? And I said, I already spoke to your supervisor about it. And I told his supervisor, Mark Johnson, that I would file a civil rights complaint. And I will file a civil lawsuit too because I do feel it's discrimination and it's racism. There's also an element of human trafficking. So after I have this conversation with him, this employee comes and does this? Really? Really? So I called NOLA PD. I sure did. I went downstairs. I recorded myself so no one accuses me of doing anything. And let's see, NOLA PD. They were called at what time? 12:51. So here you go. I called them at 12:51. It is 1:30. They're not even a mile away. You mean to tell me it takes this long to get a call for assistance? Good thing I recorded everything and it's uploaded. I loaded it up. My airline ticket, everything paid for. But this is my stuff. 2 boxes, a suitcase, and a book bag. Why would I feel comfortable staying here? I wouldn't have cared if the people in the room stayed. But you gonna sit there and try to use your employees to do your bidding and run your mouth? And I told them, come on out here. Run your mouth now. I got all these witnesses and I'm on camera. Because you're not gonna accuse me of doing anything to anybody. But not only am I gonna get my money back, this place gonna be investigated and shut down. So let's call NOLA back and see what's the situation. Because when a person calls for assistance, they're to be assisted. And I've been very vocal about Nathaniel out of a job.
You have reached New Orleans 911. If you have a light... New Orleans 911, what's the address of the emergency?
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling again. It's the second call for service for 1028 Canal Street, the High Hostel. And calling back. It's been over.
Actively working on getting an officer to come see you. Is there anything else that's changed since the last time you called?
Yeah, the same person came back in the room, but I just ignored him. I didn't say a word to him, and I'm in the room with all my stuff.
Wait on the officer. This is Amanda.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, officers being dispatched out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Changes, give us a call back. You're welcome.
Bye-bye. So that's what I'm doing. Because if you speak up to a manager and he feels that emboldened to talk to you and act like that, he must have the approval of his manager, who didn't seem to be too caring or concerning, especially when there's been other reviews about this. So I'm not the first person to speak up about some foolishness going on here, nor am I the first person to say, hey, this shouldn't be. So what you have to do, especially being a black woman that's traveling, is to record yourself at all times. And when someone's being inappropriate and unprofessional with you, record them as well. And I let him know, yes, I am recording you for my safety. You keep coming in the room, putting men in the room. There's people talking about men coming in their room and coming in the bathroom. Now I'm in here by myself right now. And that's the thing. Keep coming in when I'm in the room by myself. There hasn't been other people in the room when they got cameras here. So it's called a civil lawsuit. If I can't get criminal charges pressed, it's called a civil lawsuit. But also, I feel like this is also connected to me protesting about the homeless director, Nathaniel Fields, who says he's from Baltimore. It's funny. Somebody from Baltimore got arrested using my identification. 3 people, in fact. So, if he says that he handled the homelessness in Baltimore, when and where? When and where? Because it's still going on. He ain't handling it down here. Because this is the second hostel I've been to that homeless people are coming up in here. They're staying up in here. They're stealing. They're doing stuff to people. Let's read the reviews. And then for this to happen, And have we seen the manager? Has he come out here? Has he come talk to me? He probably just didn't know that I was recording when I spoke to the front desk and they refused to give out names. And I was recording when this incident happened. And I don't have to record him because he has cameras, and I spoke to him in private. Told him I didn't want any other issues to go on with my stay. And then this happens. So if it's not harassment and stalking and racism and discrimination and human trafficking, then what is it? That's going to be what a jury is going to decide. No, you cannot disrespect me. Not when I'm a paying guest. I paid for the stay. I didn't pay for the harassment. And take a wild guess, they're not black. No, this one guy, I believe he looks Italian or Spanish. And the other people involved are white. They may have a black friend helping them out. You never know. Like Nathaniel Fields. Because when I also went to the police station the other night about this, I also talked about him. Ain't no way I'm going in all these stores, all these places, and people constantly being harassed and threatened. Especially here, they got cameras. They got street cameras. And I was just at the mayor's office, and I said the same exact thing. I also got it on camera of a city official stalking me at a restaurant. Cut it out. I know my civil rights, baby, my constitutional rights. So let's read the reviews. The person working at the front desk on April 17th around 5 a.m. needs customer service training. We had an unusual situation in our room where someone kept moaning, laughing, shutting the doors loudly all night. She woke up everybody in the room. 7 people kept talking and moaning all night long. Some of us thought could be in danger. Was a danger. 3 of us went to the front desk to talk to someone. The person had the worst attitude possible. Everybody paying customers. The person was so aggressive with them and not understanding the situation. They wanted to get rid of us as soon as possible. We managed to get in our room, and after staying for about 10 to 20 seconds, they said, "She's sleeping. I'm not waking her up," and left. Oh, so I'm not the only person that's had issues with the front desk being aggressive, rude, disrespectful, and allowing homeless people in here to do the same. Let's see. The next day, the woman kept talking on the speakerphone in the room. She kept complaining that the bed sheets were dirty, the room was too hot, cut her fingernails, left them all over the bed below her, asked if she could at least not be on the speakerphone trying to sleep. Oh my God. Psychological warfare. So they went to the front desk and several times said they had alcohol bottoms of the room. And the staff didn't do anything. Okay. Stayed in the hostel for about a week. Arrived in the hostel very tired for 11-hour flight. The guy at the front desk had a rude attitude and talked to me without even looking at me. He had a careless vibe and didn't like. Let's see, what else? What else? Yeah, Carolyn didn't, and I didn't like that. I did see people checking in before 3 p.m., but he did not allow me. I've seen that as well. He will make you wait till 3 p.m., even though he'll check other people in. See what else. Next review. Definitely do not recommend. If you have a problem with one or other people sharing a room with you and try to notify the staff, they will turn a blind eye, ignore you, or be extremely rude to you. Like I caught him on camera. I'm waiting for that manager to run their mouth. That was staff that just came in here. Female staff. But at least she knocked. Michael Barton. Well, there's another reviewer. And this is all recent. I was very excited to say hi, hostel, based on their awards and locations. The visit started great. Huge common areas. Yeah, it did. Do not stay in rooms very loud. Okay, we get that. I'm writing this review on my daughter's behalf. This was 2 years ago. The hotel, desk clerk, and the location of the hotel was great, and I believe I had her staying in a safe place. A few nights after staying there, she had an incident where a man walked into her locked bathroom while she was about to take a shower. Not too long after, a man was knocking at her door at 12 a.m. We made sure to check her out the next morning and report the incident to the front desk. This place is not made for single females to reside. The 1-star was due to the attention situation. This was 2 years ago. So don't tell me this is not still going on. People are saying the same thing. And it's not as if Michael Forder, general manager. Really? His direct line. Let me screen. It's all right here. I'm reading the reviews as we speak. They are very uncomfortable Wi-Fi block rules. Was hard to use. Okay, that's something else. The hotel and news bathrooms is nasty. They don't keep a full staff of housekeepers. Oh, here we go. 1/27/2020 at 2:10 p.m. In reply to Mike, who is an ongoing harasser. No, they did not clean 4 times a day. Oh, so here's another person talk about being harassed. Ain't that something? So I'm not the only person who spoke up about this. I was supposed to, this was 4 years ago. This what happened to me too. They magically just canceled the reservations. So if they're not letting homeless in here, then how come the reviewers are saying so? If they are not allowing unaccompanied minors in here, I called them, they admitted it. And if they're not harassing guests and guests, why are people saying the same thing? So let's call High back, because I actually called them, their headquarters in Silver Spring, Maryland. And I told them that I would. Now notice, nobody else has said anything to me. So it's got to be the manager. He's definitely in on today. He's definitely getting sued. He has no business having any of his staff continue to do something that I report. So if I report something, that means you don't do it. And if I report it to the manager, he claims he's the manager. Not for long, baby, because he's under the corporate umbrella. So let's give High a call, 240-650-2100. And I'm sitting in my room, not bothering nobody, not doing anything, because
USA. Also on the web at www.hiusa.org.
and that's only a legal
Press
situation.
1 for hostel reservations. Press
There's nothing but retaliation. It's one thing if this guy's just doing this stuff, right? But the fact that I reported it to the manager, and I've only seen him here twice. And I told him it was reported and reported beyond that. He didn't care. So he felt like he can say and do whatever he wants. I got 2 phones to record him.
Shonell Smith with High USA. Please leave a detailed message and the purpose for your call, and I will return your phone call as soon as I can. Thank you. Leave your message at the tone. Press pound when finished.
Yes, hello. This is Amanda. I'm actually calling back again, sir, to report that after I left a message for you and I spoke to the manager about what had been occurring. The same behavior occurred where the same employee came in the room unannounced. And I asked him to please stop that. I recorded him. He invaded my personal space, told me to get the hell out of here. He can do whatever he wants. So clearly the manager has an issue. And I'm waiting on the police to come now and y'all getting sued. So I tell you what y'all gonna have to do. This owner, you're going to strip his license to operate high because too many people have spoken up about this behavior and it's all recorded and it's all on social media. So I'm not going to have anybody threaten my safety, threaten me whatsoever, put men in a room with me, tell male staff they can say and do whatever they want to me. So I'm waiting for your manager to come run his mouth mark to me. So this is being recorded and y'all getting put on notice all over YouTube, Instagram, social media. And I am a law school student and y'all will be sued. This is very unprofessional and I will not have it. It's discrimination. I am a black woman and these other people are not. So we got a problem. And y'all best get you a lawyer. And that is how you handle a situation like that. Okay? You don't let people get you out of your comfort zone, out of your character. You see what my shirt is? Black Barbie. I'm Barbie. Yep. And I don't do drugs or alcohol. Only thing I smoke is what I have a prescription for. Medical marijuana. What can I say? I have PTSD. Which is why they definitely getting sued because they didn't triggered me. There's no excuse. But thank the Lord, it's all recorded. So let me cut this off so I can save the recording for if the police ever do show up. I mean, damn. Because now I know I can't leave this hostel and leave my stuff in here. They ain't gonna let me back in. Not with this crazy manager. Because who's the one that watches the cameras and is supposed to have everything how it's supposed to be? He don't know what's going on. Oh, he knows what's going on. And now everybody else do too. So let that manager come threaten me, harass me. I want to see him do it. He's so Billy Badass. This what he does to women. He thinks it's okay to no. You got the wrong one. The wrong one. So y'all pray that I stay safe, that nothing happens to me or my stuff, and that I'm not provoked because that's why they was trying to provoke me to go off. Well, come on, Nola PD. Ain't nobody got all day now about this. Thank you.